There is nothing more dangerous than the invention of the word pornography, which unfortunately I can't say on this app as what it is. Not only is an anti-adult work stance innately fascist, innately part of an oppressive group, we're seeing ostensible left-wing people do it too. Although there's nothing left-wing about the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation was formerly called Morality in Media, and they complained about the existence of Life of Brian and have campaigned continuously against gay marriage for a very long time. It's gotten so bad that even such things like magazine covers were seen as bad. This is a conservative shadow that is proclaiming to think that it is for women when it doesn't help women at all. The reasonable packaging of trying to stop pornography has always been an excuse to do things like this, to make sure that health resources and reproductive rights can be curtailed. It's no surprise that such people would want to control people's autonomy. The president of the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, formerly Morality in Media, the same people that would tone down female designs are the same people who would support Trump, who would support Project 2025, and all the people that are trying to echo far-right conspiracy theories. This is the same National Center on Sexual Exploitation that is guilty of this. I'll let you read that. They say a whole bunch of words for their own members, but barely a word, barely a sentence, for the fact that the person they bailed out to the tune of 300,000 American dollars had victims. He was found guilty on 13 counts of possession of illegal material. And of course, he was found and arrested on probable cause affidavit. This because he was talking to a police decoy. You can look up the story on the Jewel Roy's report or the Church Leaders News that the founder of Covenant Eyes bailed out their stepson to the tune of $300,000 for various serious crimes against children. These are the same very powerful, very terrible theocratic organizations that wish to deprive you of your rights. The dangers of such materials is grossly overstated and very disgusting to say the very least. And it's inaccurate. This is pseudoscience being gussied up as positive public policy. And it's that rhetoric that literally led to a massacre in Montreal. The United Nations, that has been found guilty of exploitation of that sexual kind, is also on it. Peter Newell was arrested for harming a child and found guilty on 5 counts, 3 of them violent. And he was the one that said anime and manga will be terrible and need to be banned, just like they are in England. Meanwhile, England has the highest abuse rates of many places, along with Scotland and Wales. Far higher than Japan ever did. We see this exactly echoed in anti-fascist writings and how fascists wish to continue to control women and their depictions and then make a big stink about that which arouses. The United Nations, of course, gets it wrong because Miss Al-Salam is very much a bigot. It was a mistake to have Saudi Arabia as part of the Human Rights Council, especially with their theocratic, oppressive regime. And she's naming the platforms that were just recently attacked by name. And this is what their rhetoric has led to. You can read the rest on the Free Speech Coalition's website about this disgusting fake-ass proposal from the United Nations and how absolutely criminally and inaccurate it is. There's also Mike Sabil's Blue Sky tweets where he shows that not only the head of Exodus Cry, on Twitter, his Twitter post shows the head of Exodus Cry engaging in criminal activity of a most unspeakable kind by distributing images that cannot be distributed, but also the NCOSE, the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, formerly Morality in Media, engaging in what is essentially a lottery, and that you need to report them to the IRS to show exactly how they're breaking 501c3 law. And they all work with the current Federal Trade Commission as part of Trump's Project 2025. You cannot trust the Epstein class with your kids and your data. So remember, the people that cheer on the censorship like this, well, not like this, I'm the one calling it out, are the same fascists that call for more censorship of this, that work with people like this, that ban Calvin and Hobbes books in Tennessee, Texas, and all the like because they consider it harmful. These are the same people. These are the same people that want any media that contains a queer character to be given a label, just like media that is violent or too obscene for kids to be given a label. They're the same people who say that they want to ban humor. Then they pretend to say that they were attacked, and then they'll make up excuses to justify the censorship. And of course, the Ethics Public Policy Center, a conservative right-wing, far-right think tank, these are the same people that want age verification and identity verification and identity theft, and they're cheering on the decline in support of LGBT individuals. And of course, there's the talks about fertility and all that, and how the bans on such material actually lead to more abuse. This happens every time. These are the same people sponsoring the Kids Act. They're the same people that have, and their rhetoric, have sponsored the attacks on the payment processor Aylo in their pro-censorship propaganda. And unfortunately, TikTok is making it so I can't edit the video anymore because, God is terrible. The same people that want your privacy, that make sure to curtail your human rights, that want the Kids Act implemented, that want digital ID implemented. Not even the conservative ladies of America are calling that out. These are bigots, and at least the people in Kotaku in Action and Gamergate have been repeatedly trying to warn you of this fascism for the past God knows how long, since 2014. As much of assholes as they can be, at least they're consistently against censorship. And I know I am, because I'm one of them. I just didn't want to be a token, but we realized that Trump and any such fascist, we've seen this before all the time. We've seen this in the 80s, we've seen this in the 90s, from the satanic panic to the panic about violence in video games to everything. The war on corn is not meant to protect children, it is meant to harm them by people who have harmed children. And I want you to understand that. Remember, Evan Greer got success by pushing against such privacy invasive laws. As much as protecting children is very good, we shouldn't rubbish our free speech and rights to do it. Privacy does not come with a price tag, it's a human right. And not to mention all the House representatives and senators that will vote yes on the Kids Act can be taken out with hook and crook. Vote them out, peacefully protest against them, and remember, if you think that you've used up all possibilities, you haven't. Keep fighting. Fight back. Fight on. That way everyone can be welcome in the space, except those who wish to destroy the space. We have to oppose those who were so anti-pornography that they would attack people in broad daylight and attack people in Montreal. That is disgusting. Pay attention to all of the House representatives that voted yay on H.R. 7757, aka the Kids Internet Digital Safety Act. They have decided to shack up with a terrorist. These are people who are not concerned about children's safety. They just want to make sure that the internet will be walled off to you.